First and foremost, my name is Eddie, E-D-D-I-E. It's not Edward or anything fancy along those lines. Last name Frizell, F-R-I-Z-E-L-L. And I am a mix of several different cultures and experiences, whereas my parents and grandparents were from the deep south of Mississippi. I grew up in Iowa, the home of the John Deere tractor, and I spent a considerable amount of time in the military. And at the conclusion of my first active duty tour, I found that I outgrew my smaller town in Iowa and ended up in the big city of Minneapolis. Over a 20-year span, I have commanded investigative units, I have commanded patrol units, been a direct supervisor on several different units that have given me a scope and grasp of policing, which culminated as Deputy Chief of Patrol of all 5 precincts, and as well as the first precinct inspectorship, which I have right now, which encompasses the largest geographical area of downtown Minneapolis. Extremely diverse. I have to utilize everything that I've learned from being in Norway, Iraq, Kuwait. I lived in Sarajevo, so I have a very acute familiarity with diversity. And when I sit at the different community meetings from the different areas as a senior law enforcement executive, I can very easily grasp what they're asking, what the cultural aspects are associated with it, and I'm able to have, again, that grounded with all of the law enforcement experience that I bring to the table. The first 100 days, I will kick off on a listening tour. This is a large city. You're nearly 700,000 people, and diversity everywhere you look. I would even talk to the individuals that are currently in the homeless camps to find out what exactly the priorities are. And that's based on the guidance given by the mayor, as well as the city council, elected officials, faith leaders, informal leaders, community leaders, and listen to exactly what they're asking. After multiple years as a law enforcement executive, I now have not only the credentials, but the experience and ability to move forward. And when looking at my next step, looking at the best fit for me and my family, Seattle with its diversity, its progressiveness, and its willingness to continue to grow even if it's outside the box, I want to be a part of that team.